All right, everyone, we are here with the final war of the off-season. Today I'll be taking in Rank 2 Hyperion, Shang-Chi, and Mr. Negative. I decided to take Path 4 in Section 1 and Path 5 in Section 2, and I dabble in a couple mini-bosses on Boss Island. They do not go very well. Anyways, Path 4 first here is going to be all Shang-Chi. He often gets overlooked or just picked last when it comes to Kingpin or Mole Man for this path, just because they have an easier way of shrugging debuffs and therefore building multiple Furies and just exploding the champions on these paths. So maybe there's a bug, not really sure. We're going to check it out in this video, but I have noticed that if Shang-Chi shrugs two debuffs or three debuffs at once, then I think he only gets one Fury for it. So one actually got cleansed right there and we didn't get a Fury for it. So maybe there's a bug and it would actually boost his damage a lot more. But he still handles this path really, really well, especially if you know what you're doing. And usually my go-to is to land the cleanse wushu, the stun wushu, and then reset. And the stun wushu can come before the cleanse wushu. It's not too big of a deal. It's just getting that cleanse wushu to start at the beginning so that we can get rid of that heal block. Now with a champion like Sasquatch here, we're going to have to work in the slow wushu as well. So I actually do the cleanse wushu first, do the stun, heavy reset after placing the slow. And then from here on, I'm going to be focused on the slow wushu and the stun wushu, and working those two in before heavy resetting. And then when I'm ready to throw special 2, I'm going to do the cleanse wushu and then drop the special 2. So it's one of the things I like about Shang-Chi is that he has a lot of utility, but you have to really think about what your game plan is throughout the fight. Path 5 in Section 2 here, Immortal Hulk, we're just going to go ahead and use Shang-Chi and just power him down. No real benefit here besides class advantage, and then hopefully Assassin kicks in and prevents immortality. But through this fight, you're going to see I'm trying to get this big guy to just come at me and backdraft in the middle of the fight, and it actually does not work out too well at all. In fact, the first few times we try it, we actually get pushed to special 3, which I didn't really care to do. I didn't feel like I needed to build up that much chi before dropping special 2. So because this node has, I believe it's sadist or sadist, forget how you pronounce it, it increases the defender's attack for each debuff on them. So I'm not focused on placing slow here to build chi charges. I'm focused on using the cleanse or maybe even the unblockable. And you see there, I tried to intercept and he just wasn't having it. And between the cleanse and the stun wushu was the rotation I picked. Got pushed to special 3 here, so this is going to give us 4 extra chi. I don't believe I reset my wushus before doing this, so, oh, I did. So we're good. We're going to go ahead and go back into the rotation. Hopefully he's going to give us some sort of opening, stunning through this block here. Bait out the special 1. I'm going to wait until we get closer to special 2 to start trying to intercept. Stun, cleanse, heavy. Starting to creep up here, making sure his power doesn't get out of hand. Thanks to this protection, it doesn't really look like we're going to be doing much. So here, I'm going to wait till he throws his special 2 to try to intercept. Dex the whole thing. And now I'm going to try and get some space. I was trying to get a little more space there. And then here, intercept, we got it. Throw the special 2. Really big hit. It's going to push him all the way into immortality. And we're going to stun through his block here just to wait out the unblockable. Could have waited on that heavy a little bit longer, but not a big deal. And we should be able to just combo him down with the protection up to end the fight. So kind of sloppy, but off-season fight. What do you expect? Down he goes. All right, and then next up is this Chavez, which can get really tricky. I've used Mr. Negative here in the off-season quite often, and usually the idea is to build to special 3 with 10 plus dark energy right when you're ready to drop the special 3. And you can plan that out because you're going to want to evade counter a dash attack to get the Fury right before dropping the special 3, and all of the dark damage from special 3 is just boosted really crazy from that Fury, and it takes I think more than 50% of her health. But see here, it's kind of going smooth so far. I'm taking advantage of the evade counter to get a Fury as we push to special 3. That's really what's knocking her out between that and recoil, because she's already at 50%. So I'm feeling pretty confident that we can execute the game plan pretty well. And here I probably should have evade countered. I think, no, it would have pushed me to too many dark. So I didn't want to lose the dark energy, and we're going to let this light energy expire. And luckily, she doesn't have any dimensions open yet. And there, somehow missed the block, and it chained into a combo. So now she has 1, which is great. Now this special 1's going to start doing power gain, and we are against the wall. Evade counter, a heavy there doesn't remove the protection, does not count as an intercept unless it's her dash attack. I try to kind of do it here, and I start the heavy charge too soon. So she punishes me for it, and I just decide, let's get out of the corner. Let's drop this special 3 with the dark energy. It's not going to do as much damage as I hope, or I'd hope it would, but it's at least going to get us out of the corner. And then from here, since she has 2 dimensions up, and I think she gets a 3rd one up right here, I wait right here. I get the heavy ready. I charge the heavy as she dashes in to get rid of the protection and take advantage of the Fury and finish her. So sloppy Chavez fight, but we made it out, thankfully, since she has suicides. Omega Sentinel here on Polka Dot Power, Stun Reflect. This was the whole reason I brought Hype. And I do have to admit, I know about the auto block feature. I forgot that it'll do it against a heavy attack. So I thought I would be safe throwing special 1s, and then while the Stun Reflect is down, heavy attacking once into another special 1. And it kind of goes pretty slow. And of course, with Hyperion's power gain, I don't want to accidentally throw special 2, stun her while the Stun Reflect is up, and then end up stunning myself. So I do get pushed to special 3, which is fine. I also didn't practice her special attacks. So this fight looks like it's going fine, but she's slowly gaining armor ups from her repetitive combos as well as mine with the back-to-back medium attacks. But as I said, I didn't practice her special attacks before doing this fight, so we're going to eat the last beam of a couple of these special attacks. So here we go. I'm going to melt a little bit from that. Whatever, we're going to shake it off. I'm going to start throwing only special 1s. But again, I'm still doing that parry heavy. And I believe it's the next one. Maybe it's this one right here. Nope, it's the next one. It's getting close. I think it's the next 2 heavies. So heavy, and then we're going to heavy one more time, and this is going to auto block us. And then she's going to punish us. So, yay! Like I said, looking back, I should have just spammed special 1 the whole fight. Wouldn't have given her any armor ups. And she was really only going to auto block basic attacks. So, decide to throw a revive at it and stick to that special 1 game plan just to finish off the last bit of health that she's got. Believe I also made a mistake in the middle of dashing back and holding block earlier in the previous clip. I triggered his regen, which screwed my power gain. And this is pretty much, I think, how I would take Omega Sentinel here. Most of your options are going to get auto-blocked. Most of your options that benefit from the Incinerator Poison are going to get auto-blocked. And what's interesting is a poison debuff will get placed on her, but she'll heal from it. So you may open that window to stun, but she's going to be healing a percent of her missing health. And then Shang-Chi here is where the mini-boss fights go a little more south. My game plan was to stun Wushu, drop the slow, heavy, reset, but being mindful of the shrug and the evade. And to be honest with you, I guess in the middle of the fight, I figured and I'm not sure why, that he wasn't going to shrug debuffs. And you're going to see right here, I'm going to go with the stun thinking I have it to throw the heavy, and he shrugged it, and I got punished for it. So, woohoo! And then since my war was pretty much over, I figured, hey, let's just go ahead and throw Hyperion in. We could at least, you know, keep throwing special attacks, specifically special 3, and maybe we'll be able to whittle him down. But, of course, the node has brute force, and I don't have much health. So it's quite a long shot, me thinking that I'm going to be able to get him down and rely only on special 3 without taking any brute force damage. And there, it's got me a 1%. Try and bait out this special 1. He's not having it. So before brute force hits me, I decide to throw this special 3 to reset that timer. And then hopefully when I come out of it, he's not at special 2, but he is definitely at special 2. And that ends my war. So hope you guys enjoyed the last off-season war. Hit subscribe, like, and share, and I will see you guys at season 33.